Previously on Hang Up.
I'm excited to see how effectively you all toe the line between charming and creepy through this experience.
We met our star, Maxine.
I hate gum. I hate chewing gum. I think it's disgusting and awful.
And we met Maxine's 6 callers.
Hi, hey there.
They got a shot at impressing her in a 7-minute speed dial date. All left a strong impression. Some for better.
It'll be like we're doing it together.
It will be an extension
This
of
is
our
like if it went well and we went home together and like watched a movie.
And some for worse.
I chew gum I even chew gum when I'm filling teeth, when I'm drilling and filling.
Wow.
And in the end, one caller got the hang up.
I don't know if we would get to a romantic place. So the caller I decided to hang up on is unfortunately June.
This is Hang Up, a reality dating show with no rings attached. I'm your host, Zakiya Gibbons. Here's how the show works. Our star Maxine has 6 callers vying for her affection. Every week, our star goes on a themed date with each caller. All of these dates happen exclusively over the phone. The star and her callers never see each other and, at first, can't describe how they look. And they all change their names, so they can't find each other outside of the show. The callers have only one date per week to stand out from the crowd. But if they can't establish a clear connection, they risk getting the hang up, eliminating them from the show. The star hangs up on one caller each week. This week, 5 callers remain: Sasha, Sabo, Osprey, Charlie, and Kai. To stay on the line, they must win over Maxine. And in the end, the winning caller has a choice to make: an all-expenses-paid vacation with Maxine, or hang up on her and take a cash prize of $1,000. The callers aced the speed dial date, but now it's time to slow down for some quality time. In this episode, the long-distance date. Each caller must curate a special package for Maxine for their second date. They have to get creative to make it feel like they're together, even though they're apart. Who will go the distance? Whose number will be blocked?
What if this is my love story?
And who is excited for all the phone puns to come?
alluring, for lack of a better word.
Find out this week on Hang Up.
Hello, Zakiya. I missed you.
I missed you too.
Aw.
So, okay, a lot has happened. You did a bunch of first dates with a bunch of strangers over the phone, 7 minutes each. I heard the highlights and I swooned, I yelled, I cringed. But now I want to know the real tea. What did you think? Were the callers who you expected them to be?
I didn't really have any expectations going in. I anticipated like a bunch of weirdos, because who would sign up for this experience,
Right.
other than like weirdos like I did, but that was fine with me. I like weird. So I figured that, and I got no less than that.
I want details. I want names.
Okay,
I want
do you
details.
want me to
I
just
want
like kind of
specifics.
go through the list and like kind of
Honestly,
talk about
yeah.
each person? Okay. So
Sure.
Kai,
I was like emotionally scarred by the Scooby-Doo ride.
honestly, when I heard his voice, I was like, oh, I know this guy, like 100%. I've met him before. We know each other. Like,
Really?
where do I know him from? And he said he was truly blessed to have the family that he had. And in his voice, I instantly knew my 15-year-old nephew and him have the same exact voice. Like, and they even have that same, like,
interesting.
post braces, but you're still not really sure how to hold all the saliva in your mouth kind of, like, thing going on. It was just, it was like so clear. So for Kai, his con, I wrote potentially too upbeat for me.
Really? Oh, because I'm flashing back now because I remember you said you kind of like snarky
Yeah.
dudes.
I
So
didn't
he
get
was
the
like a
vibe
little
that he
too
was, like,
pure.
I don't know. I think he might. I don't know. He seems like fun. I just have a little bit of a darker thing about me in general, so I feel like I might like crush him.
Maybe he likes that.
Maybe we're gonna find out. So the next caller is going to be Sabo.
What would my most recent ex warn you about?
Sabo was like interesting. They're also a bartender. And so for their pro, I wrote liked the general vibe. And then con, I wrote concerned Sabo is something super nerdy and problems will arise.
Oh my God, how ominous. Why did you get that vibe?
So I feel like if I Googled SABO, Caitlin's giggling, which only tells me that I'm correct. There's going to be like a very fantastical cartoon character that comes up.
You're like not into nerdy things?
I don't know. It's not really my thing. Okay, so here's the other whole part of this. So when I talk to everyone, I'm trying to like look at ways we would get along, obviously, but also like ways in which we wouldn't get along. And I kind of wanted to look at like what was going to be the most amusing for me, and then also what could potentially be like this big like comeback kid story, you know, where I typically am like I'm maybe not super interested in like a specific kind of person, or I wouldn't have done that, but then like through this experience I like see it through a greater lens, and like now that stuff doesn't matter anymore. Maybe.
Right. Growth. Yeah. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I feel like this whole experience like forces you to be open-minded and try different new things. But it's hard to balance because you want to be open-minded and who knows, but you also like know yourself and you know what you vibe with and what you don't. So it's like a constant math.
Okay. So next on the list is Osprey.
I have 4 roommates.
I wrote too many fucking roommates, different places in life, ? And then I wrote like how down and emotionally mature they seem, because at one point I did ask them to like rank their emotional intelligence, and they did. And then they went on to give me this like whole kind of long thing about how they try to be like considerate of their own and like each other's feelings, and how sometimes when there's a negative reaction from someone to something, how they try to figure out if that's like trauma based or if that's just like and it was just like very mature, and I was like, oh cool, like I liked that. I liked the like adult way that you look at things.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Okay, so what about the next caller?
Okay, Charlie.
Side question, what kind of gum do you like to chew?
So for his little list, I wrote the gum, because he told me he loves to chew gum. He's a dentist who chews gum at work even. While he's fiddling around in people's mouths. I didn't like it.
I've been trying to be neutral. And like,
yeah, that's fucking gross,
I can't
right?
not react
The only
to
reason
that.
I kept
It's so
him was
gross.
it was kind of like how we had talked about previously when you're like out on a date with someone, you're like, how bad can they get? I was like, what else you got, dude? Let's see. So the gum. Potential problematic white guy vibes, I wrote, ? And he mentioned a few times that he has a great place with a view that overlooks the city. And I don't know, I feel like when people like talk like about their apartments like a little too early, I'm like, ooh, is that like the best thing about you? But then also judged Osprey for having so many roommates. So there's no winning with me apparently. So Charlie, the thing that like interested me immediately was that he said he hosts game nights like at his place, like with his friends, like weekly or so. And he has a big wall of board games. And I was like very excited about that. It was like thrilling to me.
I'm so confused by you, Maxine.
I know.
Because one second you don't like nerd shit, and then I feel like that's nerd shit.
I have a lot of layers.
So you do like nerd shit.
I guess some nerd shit. I like board games a lot, but he likes to play like Settlers of Catan, and he's like more of a serious board game player, which like doesn't interest me at all.
I was going to say that's capital N nerd shit.
Yeah, exactly. So like maybe I'm like a lowercase N. I don't know, but
yeah,
like that
lowercase
wasn't
is cute. Yeah.
That wasn't the thing I wanted.
Okay, but I need to circle back to the gum chewing because you were adamant. So how did you not hang up on him?
I kind of wanted to see like what else would happen.
Right.
You know, like this is, and also like it's something that I like brought up and I'm very passionate about. It's not going to work, etc. What if this is my love story? You know, the dentist who chews gum, like everyone would be surprised. They'd probably make a movie about us.
Honestly, that's like one of those it's so bad it's good movies. Yeah. That could be cute.
Could be.
Okay, so what about the next caller?
The next caller was Sasha.
I have a very dry humor and I'm pretty sarcastic. It's really hard to tell when I'm kidding and when I'm not.
I wrote fuckboy. And then I wrote
in a good way or a bad way. I feel like you're a little chaotic. I feel like you probably like a little fuckboy energy.
I
Just
like a
drop.
little bit of fuckboy energy because I feel like it takes at least like a little bit of, I don't know, like maneuvering. You know what I mean? And I like appreciate the hustle. So I asked her what her favorite Sean Paul song was, and she immediately said "Get Busy," and like in this very like. Get busy.
Was that your prompt for everyone? Like, why Sean Paul specifically?
No,
or were
I
y'all
didn't.
talking about Sean Paul?
It wasn't my prompt for everyone. I tried to ask everyone like as different questions as possible, but now reflecting, I probably should have started with like, "What's your favorite Sean Paul song?" for everyone.
Honestly, I love that question.
Next time. But no, I had just been listening to like a Sean Paul like Pitbull playlist like while I was writing this list. So then I was like,
Oh
I
my
fucking
God,
love
who
Sean Paul.
are you? You're like chaotic in the best way. Like you're like hyper organized. Like, God damn it, I didn't organize these questions in categories. But while you're like blasting Pitbull and Sean Paul, like what?
Not blasting, just listening.
just
a
listening.
regular amount
Okay.
of listening.
Just little, writing music in the background. Just
Yeah.
chill.
Just
Beats
chill.
to study
Just
to.
chill. Like Bojangles is playing. It's great. So I asked like what her ex would say about her, and she was like, well, like aside from the obvious. And I was like, what do you mean aside from the obvious? Like aside from what's like obvious through our conversation so far? And she was like, yeah. And I just like that. I like that she was just like, yeah, no, you know that I'm great. We've been talking for like 4.5 minutes now. You get it.
Oh, I love that. I love that confidence. I feel like you would need someone who can match your confidence.
Yeah, for sure. And then, yeah, so there's just like some good stuff there, maybe potentially like some friend stuff there, but I liked that there was like a little bit of edge.
Yeah, edge. That's a good word. Sasha definitely had edge. What about the next caller?
So June is our final caller.
The musical artist Pitbull. Yes, I am familiar with a few of his work.
So June seemed like a very nice human, objectively.
Mm-hmm.
But also there were just like a few things automatically that I was just like, no, I'm not going to fuck them. I saw this like dad energy. There were a few things that they said like, and I was just like, it's not there. So for June, for my little pro con list, I wrote language, dad, spicy, free 99.
What? This sounds like a free association.
Well, it was just a few like ways they had kind of like described things that and they were like, yeah, I'm definitely like a dad. And I was like, dad humor is just not my favorite. So like we can hang, but like I'm not wriggling the bits, you know? It's just it's not making it happen.
Interesting, because I, obviously wasn't there on the dates, so I don't really know all the callers very well, but when I was talking to June when they got eliminated, I was like, oh, they're such a sweet, sunshiny, bubbly person.
Yeah.
I feel like Maxine wouldn't be into someone with this disposition.
No, I would crush them.
Yeah, I feel like you would. That was a great rundown. After this round, are you feeling hopeful that you can have like a real connection with at least one of these callers?
We'll see. I am open to anything happening, and I don't know what's going to happen.
Okay, that's a healthy, good way to go about it.
Yeah, I'm very mature.
Do you have any like favorites? Like anyone, like it's a horse race, like anyone like slightly in the lead?
Maybe Sabo.
Ooh, okay. Okay, so now we're going to shift gears a little bit. We're going to talk about your next dates, plural. In the next round of dates, you'll be able to spend some actual quality time with each caller. The theme of this date is long distance. Remember when long distance calls used to cost something like 10 cents a minute? You would have to actually think about how much that conversation meant to you.
Unless it was after 7.
Yes. And yeah, so you like really have to think like, is this person worth it? And somehow even more now, a long phone call can feel like a huge investment of your time and energy. But when you're in that honeymoon phase, you can talk to that person for hours, laying on your bed with the phone in your hand and your legs crossed behind you, twirling the cord around your finger.
Exactly.
Each of the 5 remaining callers want to woo you. And so they're choosing some particular items that will be sent to you in a special delivery box before your long distance date. When you get the box they've curated for you, you'll unpack it with them on the phone to create the experience of that date. If you were curating this date for yourself, what are some things that you would put in that box?
I'm going to like open it in my home and like kick it in my apartment.
Yeah.
Okay. So probably like something smokable.
Like
maybe
weed? Like you put
yeah,
weed
like
in there?
I'd probably throw like a
Yes.
joint or two for the box. And then some, maybe like a little bit of alcohol.
Yes.
And then maybe I would try to put together like similar to, I guess, what we did on the last date, like some questions or like some sort of like activity. I would do like a little bit of research, I think, to find like something that was like good first datey, but also was like kind of intimate.
Yeah. How do you want to feel on this date?
I want to feel like connected, like that I open this box and I'm like, oh boy, like these are like things that a person who gave me these things is like someone that I could spend time with more in the future, and like our conversations go well, and it's like a whole dream, and it's great.
After the break, we'll listen in on Maxine's long distance dates and find out who gets the hang up. Stay on the line. Welcome back to Hang Up. I'm just about to call into Maxine's date so we can eavesdrop. First up, Sasha.
Hey.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm well, thanks.
So
Are
you got
we
the
just like
box.
jumping right? Okay, we're jumping
Yeah.
right in. Okay. So it's a used brown box. It looks like maybe you were shipped something in it previously and then you repurposed it, which I'm not mad at. That is something that I do. There's some flowers in the center, which are very pretty. This is nice. There are 4 high noons in this container because Sasha, you already know that I can party. You can just tell. I like that. There's a laminated note in here that's like very nice. It's like typed and everything. It says, "Hey Maxine, I'm excited for our second date. Hopefully you are too. The cards are for a game, ellipses. Each card is assigned value. We'll pick a card and answer the question for points. Highest score wins. So who's going first? Love, Sasha." Okay, all of my like type A shit is like, I love this. This is great. It's like, great job,
yeah.
Sasha. Objectively, like, good.
I really tried.
I
I tried.
I see that and I respect it.
Oh yeah.
Also, I'm going to
Second,
try one of
okay.
these high noons. So
I've
I'm going to
never
open
tried
this
these.
black cherry one. You've never tried one? I wish.
No.
Do you have any at your house?
I have a pineapple and I'm about to crack it right now.
All right.
Did you
I'm
hear
gonna
that?
Open the pineapple one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did. I liked it. All right. I'm going to let you pick.
Me?
Tell me what
Well,
color
then
you
I'll
want.
go
Do you
green.
remember
I'll
the
go-
colors and the correlation?
Is 5 red?
5 is
4
red, 4 is green, 3 is
Green.
blue, 2 is, you want a green one? Okay, bet.
Yeah.
Do a green
Yeah.
one.
Let's go 4.
Okay. If you could live in a sitcom, which one would it be and why?
Ooh, I really liked this one. Put it in there. It would have to be like a mess between Friends and Living Single, because I feel like that's like both my life growing up.
Okay. So I want to ask like a question to kind of get back into this. How did you pick Sasha and was it hard for you?
It all comes back to Sasha Fierce. Like I'm spicy or like feisty, so that's kind of the thing. I don't know.
Sasha was one of the names that came up when I was really struggling with it, to the point where when I did like my first initial interview, Zakia was like, "Okay, so like, what's the name that you went with?" And I was like, And so I was like, okay, so I was thinking like, I was trying to draw inspiration from somewhere.
Ooh, I see where
that-
you're going with this. I'm sorry to cut you
so
off, but I get it.
Maxine Shaw.
Hell yes.
Yes, she's amazing. You know what I mean? Just like
Yes.
beautiful, stylish, smart, like just a
Yes.
little erratic, like all of
Spicy.
these. Like
Everything. Yes.
yes, everything.
Yes. Yes. I love all of that. Yeah, Maxine Shaw. Fuck yeah. So where are we at with the points?
Okay, so you have, and I don't know why I didn't start by putting lines to the tallies, but now it's too late for that. So I'm counting them out.
Yeah, these points don't make any sense. Don't try to keep up.
So there's
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You have 11.5 points,
Oh, shit.
and I have 12.5.
You beat me by 1 point.
It's me.
Just want to make sure.
I won.
Just want to make sure
Everyone's
everybody
excited.
knows.
The crowd goes wild.
Okay. All right. You know what? Since, I'm obviously your biggest fan here, I'll just go ahead and cheer for you. Woohoo. Go Maxine.
Very nice. I appreciate that cheerleader energy.
Hey, you know what? It's all good. I'm here for everything. Everything in this conversation has been lit as fuck.
I'm going to put good sport in my notes.
Good sport because I lost. Oh, now you're just rubbing it in. You know what? Okay, so next time we play a game, I have to make sure I'll step my game up. I'm feeling mad vibes, by the way.
Me too. This was tight. This was like an easy way to spend 30 minutes.
Heck yeah, and it's like almost like a real date. We got to have a cocktail, play a game, talk a little shit.
Maxine won the game, but who will win Maxine's heart? Maybe we'll get closer in her next date with Kai.
Hello.
Hi.
Well, I'm sure you're kind of curious about everything, like all the stuff that I sent over. So do you have it all in front of you? They said
my gosh, this is so
long
much
distance.
stuff, Kai.
Well, I said the theme was long distance. So I am actually switching jobs right now. So I'm trying to get into this remote role where I can travel a lot while just working online 100%. And so long distance to me is being able to go from long distance to other long distances and travel all around. So I did a charcuterie board with things from all over Europe, some of the stuff that I like, and also some things to talk about. I'd love to hear some of your favorite travel stories and things like that.
Oh, wow. Okay. This is very cute. So inside the Costco bag, there are a bunch of little baggies of little different, there's a variety of nuts in one of them. There are some not regular crackers. These look fancy. An assortment of cheeses, some chocolate covered something. Maybe almonds, maybe raisins. Cranberries. And then also a Chianti from Italy. This is
my
fun.
favorite.
This is nice. This is your favorite?
Yeah. I really want to travel. I've actually never been out of the country, so I really do want to go. I actually just got my passport. Have you ever been, outside of the country?
No, I actually just submitted my passport application today successfully. It's my 4th try.
Whoa. Just were you getting denied? Were they no, you can't leave?
No, I'm not a war criminal or anything. I just
I was about to say, are you on some kind of list or something that I need to know about?
No, it was one time I just straight up missed the appointment. So then today was the day. 4th time's the charm. That's the whole thing. Everyone says that. Hello?
I'm so sorry. I accidentally hit the add call button and I had the mute button on because my dog was barking. And so I was trying to calm him down. And it was trying to make me add a call at the same time. I was just violently using my fingers on my phone there for a second. So yeah, do you have any dogs or pets at all? Anything like that?
Yeah, he's a Chihuahua and his name is Ben.
Whoa, I like that.
Yeah.
I love human names for dogs.
Me too.
I have another dog. I have a German short-haired pointer that is actually at my parents' house, but my parents kind of co-opted him because I got in a really bad motorcycle accident while I was in college and broke my back, and I was paralyzed waist down and everything. So they took care of him while I was recovering and everything. And so they're once I try to take it back, they're nah, we're just gonna keep him. He likes us better than you.
So they were like, we're glad that you survived, but your dog is our dog now.
Yeah, exactly.
How long did it take you to recover from your accident?
It was like 9-ish months of rehab, maybe a little bit less, so like a month and a half basically just actually in a hospital. But then I did, outpatient for the next few months after that. I can walk again now. I probably should have like clarified that whole piece. I don't know if I made that very clear, but yeah, I can walk now. There's just like certain parts of like my left leg that I can't feel. Most people don't even notice that I had anything happen. They gave me a 4% chance of ever walking again because I had like a U-turn spinal fracture. So I still can't, run. I can't do crazy stuff anymore to where I could mess up my back again because I've got like 2 rods and 9 screws. So I had to give up. I used to like surf and skateboard and dirt bike and wakeboard and all the board sports and stuff I had to give up, which sucked. But I mean, could always be worse. At least I'm walking.
Do you still ride motorcycles?
No, I think my mom would kill me.
Sorry, I'm just doing a quick background check on Maxine. Probably won't find out if she's a war criminal until later, though. So, in the meantime, let's listen in on her date with Sabo.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hi. Good. How are you?
I'm well, thanks.
So, like, my ideal, like, for, like, a date, I guess, is, like, anything that involves being outside. So, okay, like, obviously, I would probably bring flowers. That's cool. So that's what the sunflowers are all about.
They're beautiful.
And I brought some snacks because I feel like being outside, walking and talking, whether it's in a park or, like, however that would have, like, manifested itself, like, Twizzlers are a great shareable snack, so that's why I put that in
Primo
there.
park snack.
Yes. And then I put in a piece of tree to signify the park, just to, put you in the element, put you in the mood for hanging out outside.
I like that.
Yeah, and then I think, the wine, yeah, Vino Verde. I know you're a bartender as well, so I was like, what's a good middle ground for that? I also put in some, my favorite flavor of the polar seltzer, so it's like, whether it's wine or seltzer, something's got to be imbibed. And then I figured for the main event, I love playing this game. We're not really strangers. So I put some cards in there. I know what they say, but I figured I would leave it up to you to decide like which cards you would want to pull and kind of both of us could kind of talk about them or answer.
Okay. All right. I like this. I like that it seems like you put some effort into this. There's a sparkling water. Orange vanilla. Ooh, that's not a flavor I would drink. But I mean, you can have this one, I guess. But I do like soda water a lot.
Good.
I also don't like Twizzlers.
Fair enough.
But I respect that you bought like a king size candy. You know what I mean? Like this wasn't like you could have gone like with some minis, and you really like went all out for me. Like respect. And then Vino Verde is one of my favorite wines.
Oh, okay, good. So one of the snacks.
And I really like sunflowers. So
excellent.
Like I'll give you 3.5 out of 5. That's like a 70. That's passing.
That's solid. Excellent.
Okay.
Have you played
so
One
now,
Night with Strangers before?
No, I have not.
Ooh, okay.
So I know you said that I could select them, but I think for the first card, I'm just going to pick one from them all face down.
All right.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, write down the importance of having kids to you, compare, and explain. So I'll just go.
Say it at the same time? Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to do like a 3, 2, 1?
Wait. What's the scale? So 0 is not, 10 is hell
0.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1, 0.
4. Yeah. And I only say 4 because I feel like I would do very well in like a third role, like an uncle, just very part-time. But you saying no, absolutely no kids in any regard. Like even if you see them at the park, you're like, no, like look the other way.
Dude, they're just getting into stuff. They lick things. They touch things. It's, oh my God.
All right, so we're agreed. Cool.
What are your dreams?
coincidentally, as we're speaking on a podcast, I work on my own podcast as well. I think it would be cool if that blew up. But in general, like, I feel like the main goal that I'm going to be working on, like, next year is, like, the person who I co-host the podcast with, we're looking into, like, building something on a piece of land to, like, kind of just, like, invite queer people to come through and just be themselves, of, like, creating a really, like, cool, fun, safe place where, like, we grow our own shit and do our own shit. But, like, when you come through, like, it's kind of, like, you can lay to rest, like, all the things that you feel like you have to do, like, out in the quote-unquote real world.
Oh, wow.
A little queer farm. That's adorable.
A little queer farm, yeah, you know what's up.
Sweet. What about you feels hardest to love?
I forgot I put that in there. Feels hardest to love. Okay, you go first.
I couldn't even help myself. I feel like I wanted to, like, reach across the table and, like, take your hand, but we're not. You're just on your own, dude.
Do you want to take this one?
It's no, okay, sure.
I'm rooting
All right.
for you.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
I struggle a lot with, like, anxiety and depression, and I am, like, I do my best with self-awareness and stuff, but I know, so I feel like I'm aware of, like, how difficult it can be sometimes to just deal with my darker times.
I feel you, and thanks for sharing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, that's totally relatable. I would say the part that feels most unlovable, and this is something that's definitely, like, a work in progress, the feeling as though like, I'm not enough. And I think when that comes to my mind, I think about, like, owning, like, my own sexuality in terms of, like, not necessarily, like, who I'm attracted to, but just, like, my own practice and, like, solo polyamory and how that manifests itself.
Okay. Thank you for sharing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I haven't been in a polyamorous relationship before.
Okay. What, any thoughts on it? Just initial or ideas? Impressions?
I don't necessarily have a problem with it. I think, like, in theory, I just think in reality, communication is, like, way more fun in theory than in reality. And that's a lot. Yeah. But not, you know, unworth it by any means. Like, it's not the worst thing to be like, me and my partner talk all the time. You're just, like, really, like, regulate our emotions.
Endless. But yeah, it definitely, there is a lot of communication. But I find it to be fun when you're around the people that are equally, like, share the same values of, like, transparency and, like, not feeling as though conflict is inherently like a bad thing, but it's like an invitation, like, you know, like, let me love you better because I'm showing you this vulnerable part. Like, how can we kind of move through this together?
Wow. Yeah, that was good.
Ooh, things are heating up between Maxine and her number one pick. But we still got 2 dates to go, so let's hear how things go with Osprey.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm well, thanks. Okay, so I just brought the box close to me, and it smells good.
Yeah, I spritzed it a little bit with my favorite cologne.
Wow, that is a nice personal touch. It's a big green telescope box.
Yeah, I recently picked up a spotting scope for myself. I like to go use it for birding.
You call it birding?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to open the box.
Alrighty.
Inside, aside from the smell, we have a couple of books. Damn. Wow. Okay, one is called Songbirds, How to Attract Them and Identify Their Songs. And then it looks like you've marked passages in it.
Yep.
So we're going to maybe come back and look a little closer at the passages after I've, like, finished opening the box. All right, and then there's another book, A Sand Country Almanac.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
book I read recently for the first time that I really connected with and really loved.
Well, I'll let you know what I think. So, okay, continuing, there's this little Eat the Rich patch, which I mess with very heavy. Thank you. And then there's a little piece of cake, which I've been like very politely waiting to bring up, but now I'm going to eat it immediately. It's orange.
Yeah, it's a cake my roommate and I made together recently. It's a orange cake. It's just very sweet and tasty, and I thought it would be another fun way to get out another one of your senses and sort of give you an idea that I can do a little bit of work in the kitchen.
Okay, right on. This is delicious. This is a good box. Oh, and
Thank
there's
you.
also a single. What flavor is this? I want to get all the details.
Yeah, it's you had mentioned you were a bartender last time, so I recently saw that White Claw, which I enjoy, came out with a new set of flavors, and thought maybe she'd want to try one of the new flavors and get a little one up on the clientele.
Okay, right on. Okay, so now let's get back into the Songbirds book and the passages that you selected specifically.
So yeah, I marked a couple birds in there. They're all just little profiles about if, we were to meet and you were to come with me birding sometime this spring or summer. Some of the birds that, you may have missed and never really have noticed before that are just total beauties and that I would, be interested in pointing out to you. And I think the first one that I had on there was
Black-throated blue warbler.
Oh, I think they're like one of the most beautiful birds we have here in Virginia.
It's like, I don't know, it's definitely like part of it is like the smell, and then just like listening to you be knowledgeable about things, like very soothing. I like was closing my eyes while you were talking about the birds.
Well, yeah, I'm glad I thought of that because I thought, engaging all the different senses would be alluring, for lack of a better word.
I think it's appropriate.
Birds, books, booze? What more could you ask for? Now, let's see if Charlie can redeem himself for his gum chewing in Maxine's last date of the week.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. All right, so
Yeah. Yep.
let's get into can you describe to me what, like, as I'm opening it, like the bag?
So, I planned it out to be a game night situation.
Okay, so there are 2 packages of Orville Redenbacher popcorn in here.
Movie theater.
Are they
style
buttered?
butter. Yeah.
Ooh, okay, yeah. So I appreciate that. I respect that you knew that I wanted butter. Also, big bag of Sour Patch Kids. One of my favorite candies for sure. This is a good choice. Could have gone Swedish Fish. I would have been displeased. So Sour Patch Kids, good. And 2 High Noons. I have a feeling that Caitlin mentioned these are my favorites. But I respect that because now there are a bunch in my home. She didn't?
No, she did not. I don't think she can tell us stuff like that also. Yeah.
So then how did you pick High Noons?
All these things are like things that I like to have at my house, and that I like to have specifically for game nights or for company or just like late night snacking. Yes, I do have candy, even though I'm a dentist. It is what it is. I like it. Leave me alone. But yeah, so I like High Noons. That's my choice kind of seltzer. Mm-hmm.
That's so wild. What are the odds? Yep. Okay. I'm opening the Sour Patch Kids right now.
Oh, go for
right.
it. This is snack time 100%.
Heard. They're delicious and sour, just like I wanted. I'm realizing candy is like the worst thing to eat while you're being recorded, though, so I'm going to stop doing it. It's a lot of saliva.
Fine.
So, next thing.
I'm drinking a High Noon. You'll be good. Don't even sweat it. I'll make Slurpee sounds if you need some cover up.
I am also drinking a High Noon. What a gentleman.
Okay, let's do games. So go ahead and open up the envelope. We're going to play a game of kind of like taboo passwords type situation. Have you played either of those?
No.
Okay, cool. So top of the card, it should have a word and then an underline and then a bunch of other words. Okay? Yep. So the key here is to get me to say the word on the top, but you are not allowed to say any of the words on the bottom.
All right, so I've picked one.
The secret word is flexible.
Okay, hit me.
Okay, so my first clue is an ideal quality in a sexual partner.
Oh, shit. Is it giving?
No.
Damn.
It's not giving.
Keep going. Another clue.
Okay, this is like much harder than I thought. My friend Andrea is very flexible. Oh shit! Fuck! I just said the word flexible.
Wait, is the word flexible? Is it flexible?
Yes. I fucked that up. That's your point.
Flexible. Ideal. Oh. Yeah. Okay, my turn.
The secret word is brain.
It's in the upper half of the body.
Earlobe.
But like more inside.
Heart.
It's like the globe of the body.
Brain.
Yes, perfect. We got it. God bless.
Sweet. That's 2 points for me, in case anyone at home is keeping score.
And 3 points for Gryffindor. All right, your turn.
Pause. Are you a Harry Potter fan?
Is this going to be a problem? Because I like the movies.
Like, how much, though?
Not like a super a lot, but I would say each of the movies I've seen more than twice. But they're really good for like chilling too, like doing laundry or cooking too, because you don't really need to pay attention. And then certain parts you can be like, "You're a wizard, Harry," and you can just kind of mouth that real quietly.
So right now you're doing laundry.
I am, yes.
Does that mean that you were watching Harry Potter before I called?
No. But yeah, it was super great kind of playing this game with you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to think about things because you are just not good at this game, and I don't know if we can be partners at this game if you're just not a good clue giver, or if you're willing to practice some more, then I'm willing to stick with this. But man, tough decisions. I'll let you know tomorrow whether or not I pick you.
The confidence. After the break, we'll see if Maxine picks Charlie for the hang up. Stay on the line.
Welcome to the hang-up hotline. Our Star Maxine and all callers are already on the line. To enter, please say the password.
Wriggling the bits.
You may enter.
Hello, callers.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome back to the Hang Up Hotline. You've all had a chance to woo our star with your long distance date. But unfortunately for one of you, your call ends here with a hang up. So, Maxine, have you made your decision?
I have.
You experienced a range of dates, a range of items in the boxes, and I bet it gave you a lot to think about. So what was going through your head when you were making your decision?
Well, number one, I would just like to say thanks for the alcohol, everyone. I am very well stocked now. Number two, I just tried to consider how easily conversation flowed with everyone, because I think, that's what we're doing here.
So, Maxine, which caller are you choosing to hang up on?
The caller I have decided to hang up on is Osprey.
Gotcha. It's all right. It's okay.
So what do you think Maxine is missing out on by hanging up on you? Like, what do you wish Maxine got to see from you and learn about you?
I think I'm a very emotionally present partner. I have a lot of affection to give, so maybe I could have asked or shown a little bit more of what I could offer that myself.
Mm-hmm. And do you wish you could have done or said anything differently?
Maybe you've spent a little less time on birds.
Maxine, what were your thoughts on all the bird talk?
There was a lot of bird talk.
Are you not into birds?
I'm not into birds, but I don't think that I'm into birds the way that Osprey is into birds, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, their name is Osprey.
Yeah.
But Maxine, I had a nice time getting to know you. I hope you find what you're looking for on here, and good luck to everybody else.
Thank you, Osprey. It's really, truly been a pleasure getting to hang with you. And I wish you the best. And you smell phenomenal. So, take that with you, if nothing else.
I'm going to carry that with me all week.
Callers, you've made it through the first 2 dates. But now that you're starting to get comfortable with each other, it's time to take this relationship to the next level. The theme of the next date is phone a friend.
Hello?
I know you've all gotten attached to Maxine, but she won't be a part of your next date. Instead, you'll be on the phone with one of her friends or family members. And it's up to you to convince them you're the right person for her. That's because afterwards, that person will tell Maxine who they think she should hang up on. So you'll find out next week who's subbing in for Maxine, so stay on the line.
I'm just glad it's not my friends that are talking to Maxine. That's what I thought it was going to be. This is a nightmare.
That sounds like a great sign.
I was going to just put in my resignation now.
Hello, you've reached the Hang Up voicemail. Leave a message at the...
Hey, this is Sasha. So we were asked, after getting to talk to Maxine and getting to know her a little bit better, at this point, would we take the vacation with her or would we take the money? She's smart, she's funny, intuitive, engaging, honest. So yeah, I would 100% love the opportunity to get to know her on a more personal level without the boundaries that exist here. So yeah, my answer is definitely sign me up for the vacation. Fuck that money.
This is Sabo, and at this point, would I take the cash or go on a romantic getaway with Maxine? I think because it's so early, and though I feel like we've had a pretty cool rapport going on, she seems like a pretty easygoing, like friendly, fun human, I think I would probably take the cash at this point.
Wow. Well, this is Kai. Right now, just going off of everything that I've heard, I'm a really curious person, and I don't think I would take the money at this point. I would definitely want to pursue things with Maxine.
This is Charlie. I frankly already accepted a contract to work outside of my current city, Richmond, and I'll be moving soon. I mean, I know that long distance relationships are a thing, and this kind of feels like that already, but I mean, if I was living in the city more, maybe I'd want to do this trip and then see what happens after. But I think it'd just be kind of easier on both of us if I took the money.
Hang Up is created and produced by me, Caitlin Pierce. Our host and story editor is Zakiya Gibbons. This episode was mixed and sound designed by Ben Montoya. Ben is also our story editor. Music by Jeff Carter and Stephen Pathé of Sandy. Hear more at sandy-sounds.com. Art by Alex Tuschel. Studio recording by Eric Elterman of Boomtown Studio, Kieran Kay of Full English Post, and the ICA Community Media Center. Our sounding board is Allison Behringer, Carla Corrales, Chiokia Jansen, and Graham Vickers. This episode uses many sounds from Freesound. For the full list, check out our show notes. Hang Up is a proud member of Radiotopia from PRX, a network of independent, creator-owned, listener-supported podcasts. Discover audio with vision at radiotopia.fm.